Hello everybody, welcome to Prenatal Pilates. My name is Kayla Brugger. I am 23 weeks along, so this is a pregnancy-friendly inspired reformer flow class. We're gonna need a couple props today. You're gonna need a small Pilates ball. We won't need this for a little bit, so you can just kind of set it off to the side for now. And then we are gonna get started with light hand weights right away. So I've got 3 pounds. I'd recommend anything from 1 up to 3 pounds. 5 might start to get a little bit heavy. We are gonna be doing a lot of legs and lower body today, but that doesn't mean we're gonna leave out the arms. We still have to work those arms as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get started with footwork, and you're gonna wanna have your foot bar set up in the high position, and then we're gonna start on 2 full springs. So for me, that's gonna be 2 red springs. We're gonna begin seated on our reformer with our feet in Pilates stance. Let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall, and you wanna be careful that you're not sitting right up on your sits bones on the foot bar. That's gonna get a little bony on your bottom. So make sure you're on your cushy part of your seat, and then give your glutes a little squeeze so you feel that kind of perch up like you're doing a little butt dance there. Heels are gonna start up nice and high on your tippy toes. Pilates stands with that slight external rotation. Knees wide, check your posture here. Give me your shoulder shrug up, down, and back. Lift your navel up to your nose, pulling your belly in and up. Shrug those shoulders up, down, and back, setting that posture tall and strong. One more time, up, down, and back. We're gonna begin to exhale, press the carriage out, and curl into a hammer curl. Now, if we need to make any adjustments here, if you feel like you're a little back, if you feel like the carriage and the spring tension is pushing you back, just adjust your bottom so you're a little bit more forward on those sits bones, push through your toes, and then inhale, we're gonna drop those arms down, or resist rather, and resist the springs in. Exhale, press and curl, grow tall, stretch the crown of your head up towards the ceiling here. Exhale, press and curl. Keep those arms hugged right up against your body. Nice and tight. Keep lifting your navel up to your nose for me. And we're here for 6. Last 2. Chin up, eyes up, and 1 more. Let's go ahead and adjust to the arches of our feet now. So you're gonna create some space for belly, go hip width and parallel. Now we're gonna pull those weights back into that hammer curl position where we finished. This time we're adding a shoulder press. Deep inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the carriage out. Push those weights up overhead, biceps by your ears. Inhale, resisting the carriage in, the weights down. Exhale, push. Lift the abs up as you exhale those weights up overhead. Hold that extra load overhead from your core. Increasing range of motion through your shoulders here. Try not to fully lock out those knees, so see if you can activate those glutes a little bit as you're fully extended out through the carriage. And we're here for 5. And exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. And exhale, last 1. Bring the carriage in so we can now adjust to the heels. Your heels are gonna come up right up to the edge of the foot bar, or to the edge of the reformer. Toes lift up towards the ceiling. Now again, we're gonna add on to that arm movement. So you're gonna press the carriage out. Arms are gonna go up. Weights are gonna come together. You're gonna bend your elbows and keep those weights together. Toes are lifted straight up, pull the navel in and up. Now as the carriage presses, the arms are going to press. Adding a little tricep here, so go ahead, bend those knees, bend those elbows, and exhale, push and press. Inhale, exhale, push and press. Inhale, exhale, push and press. Keep working that posture up nice and tall. Again, chin up, eyes up. It's always that tendency to want to look down and see what those legs and feet are doing, but that's gonna set that head forward and put extra pressure on our upper back and neck, which we don't want. We already have so much extra weight pulling us forward with the growing belly, so let's reset and feel some more strength in the back muscles, holding that head up nice and high. We're here for 3 and 2. Next, when we press out and we hold those weights up, you're gonna move back to your tippy toes, really push down into Pilates stance there. And your arms are gonna open out to a T. I want palms down, Pull your shoulders in, softly bend those elbows so we don't lock out. Tendon stretch here. You're gonna drop the heels under. Feel the resistance of the springs pulling back, and at that time, you're gonna flip your palms up. Push through the toes, flip the palms down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, feel those lower abs lifting on that exhale as you push through your toes. Inhale, exhale. It's okay if your heel is kind of rubbing on those loose springs down there. They'll get out of your way. Don't worry about them. They just make some noise. Here's 4. Woo! Those arms are getting heavy. 3 and 2. And last one, push, palms down, arms lower, knees bend in. Wowzers. Take those weights onto your mat here. Now reach down and we're gonna remove 1 spring. So for me, we're on 1 red spring, a little bit lighter. Now we're gonna go into some single leg work. I want you to set the weights down on the reformer for now. Your hands are gonna squeeze out to the sides of your foot bar, and I want you to feel like you're hugging that foot bar in. That's gonna bring some energy into your lats here now. Extend your right leg long. The left toes are on the edge of the mat. Going into a single leg press with an opposite leg lift. And I feel a lot of quad in that leg lift, and I want you to work on your posture and pull the weight of the leg up from your powerhouse. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, extend out and take the leg up. Inhale, lower, tap the heel down. Exhale, extend out and lift. Inhale to lower, exhale, extend out and lift. Inhale, tapping down, exhale. It's a tap, not a rest. That right quad should already be burning. Squeeze those arms in to the sides of your foot bar and keep lifting the crown of your head to the ceiling. We are here for 4 and 3 and 2. Next one, hold it out and hold the leg up. Tap that right toe down and lift. Tap down and lift. We're here for 6. Pull up from the powerhouse. 5. Woo! 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the right toes down, preparing for the other side. Left leg is hovering. Bend the right knee in. Tap the left heel down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower, tap. Exhale, press and lift. Do your best not to lean back, but rather lift everything up, and it starts from your core. Exhale, and we are here for 4. And exhale, 3. Keep squeezing lightly into the sides of the foot bar. 2. Beautiful. Last one, we hold it out, and we do 8 leg lifts. Lower, lift, lower, lift for 6. Exhale, up and 5. Grow taller. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Both feet down, toes on the foot bar. Just melt down through those heels for a moment. Woo, those quads, oh my goodness. Feels like we're going to cramp. Come up nice and tall, push through the toes again, feel the length, and then exhale. Let's go ahead and bring the carriage in. Wowzers, already feeling nice and warm. All right, let's move on from here. We can go ahead and set those weights to the side for now. Making an adjustment, foot bar can stay where it's at. Spring tension, we are gonna go to a half spring. So red and a blue for me in my studio. You're gonna come into a side lying position. I want your elbow through your headrest, but right underneath your shoulder. Now stack your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles up just to kind of get set in this kind of curled up fetal position, making sure that we're not slouching or slumping, making sure that we're comfortable for the most part, and then go ahead and place your top foot on the foot bar in a parallel position. So right now we're working on the left side, pressing parallel. Stay long and lifted, press out. Now try not to hyperextend and lock out the knee. I want you to focus on squeezing your booty here and bend as you resist in. Exhale to press and resist in. Now again, try to keep those eyes forward. Look at a point, something straight out in front of you. There's always that tendency to look down, but then there's that opportunity to accidentally strain into the neck there and throw our neck out of alignment. So we want to work on that nice long spine. Everything is lifting up here, keeping length in the body. And we're here for 6. Exhale, press, lifting into your obliques. Here's 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, press all the way out. Now meet me halfway in. Kind of lift your toes up so you got that pressure on your heel. And again, we're focusing on our glute here. So I want you to pulse it out an inch, in an inch. Small and controlled. 8, 7, stay lifted. 6, 5, 4, just baby pulses. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going big pulses. Press all the way out and then only halfway in. All the way out and halfway in for 8 and 7, 6, stay long, drive that bottom elbow down into that headrest. 4, 3, pull the tummy muscles up and in 2, and last one, all the way in to close the carriage. You're gonna externally rotate, so now heel is on the foot bar, right on the bullseye, toes and knee are pointed up without dropping back through your top hip, so make sure you're staying up, stacking those hips and shoulders. Here we go, 10, exhale as you press out, 9, long and lifted, 8, beautiful, 7, we're almost through this propped up sequence, and then we get a nice little recline sequence after this, but still continuing to focus on those glutes. 4, 3, again, watch the locking and hyperextending of the knee. 2, and 1. Now bring it halfway in and we pulse it. 10, 9, baby pulses. 8, 7, 6, push down. 5, grow tall. 4, 3, squeeze that upper outer glute. 2, 1, all the way out and halfway in for 10 big pulses. All the way out, halfway in, just keeping that constant tension in those springs, and we're here for 6. Keep pushing. I know that shoulder's getting tired. 5, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, beautiful job. Last one, bring it all the way into close. Woo. Go ahead and swing your legs off to the side so you can sit yourself up. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the springs here. So we're gonna go to a half spring, so 1 blue spring for me. Now here's where you're gonna wanna grab your ball for a little extra pillow. If you're like, I'm good without the ball, you don't have to have it. You can rest your head down on the headrest with it propped up. Just finding a comfortable, completely reclined side laying position. And before you lay down, let's go ahead and get the foot bar out of the way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lower that all the way down, just to make sure that we don't kick it here. Put your head rest down into the ball. Your shoulder's gonna nuzzle into the shoulder blocks. Curl up here into a nice little fetal position. You're gonna grab the strap in front. I want you to grab your strap in your large loop and hold the strap straight up above your shoulder with a slight bit of tension. So we don't want the carriage all the way open and slack in that rope. Otherwise the shoulder makes our neck disappear. We wanna elongate through the neck and draw the shoulder into the back muscles. Now go ahead and find a straight arm pull here. You want to angle that arm slightly in front of the hip so this rope doesn't get caught on your face. That doesn't feel very good. Get a little rope burn on the nose. And exhale as you press. And to feel a little bit into the top oblique. Now you're more than welcome to stay right here with the knees curled up into your chest. If you'd like a little extra added challenge for the legs, you can extend your top leg out to a hover here. And that will add a little extra stability and a little extra oblique and glute work into the top line of the body. So here we're working on that left side again. Let's go 2 more pulls. And 1 more. Bring it down and hold that tension. Now I want you to focus on your tummy muscles. We're gonna inhale the arm forward. Now exhale, draw the arm back and focus on pressing back from your abdominals, pulling into your abdominal wall. Try to keep the head as relaxed as you can, whether it's resting on the ball, resting on the headrest. If we try to lift and float the head up, again, you're gonna strain into the upper side of that neck. So keep it relaxed, and we're here for 4 and 3. Exhaling on those pulls, 2. And 1 more. Take it back. Now hold it there. Now open up your shoulder. This is a little awkward. Palm faces forward, thumbs up to the ceiling. Now bend your elbow, and I want your arm to stay hugged right up to the side of your body, so there shouldn't be space there. press back. So you're working that external shoulder rotation. Here's a little tricep extension as you bend and press. Holy buckets, feeling a lot of obliques for 3 and 2 and 1 more. Stretch it long here now. Bend your top knee in, and we're gonna pull that large loop over the top foot. Now go ahead and extend your leg out nice and long here. Lengthen out everything so you're in a straight line from heel, hip to head. If you need to lift your head and do a quick look, again, remember we wanna keep that neck as relaxed as possible. Both arms can hug around the shoulder blocks, or if you have a more comfortable position with one hand on the hip, option there. Come forward on an inhale. Pull back using your strong hamstring and glute. Feel the energy in the back of the leg. Inhale, coming forward, and exhale, pulling back. Again, try to relax those neck muscles. I know it's so hard because we're focused on pulling everything long and down right now. So there's the tendency to want to add that resistance into the side of the neck and lift the head as well, especially looking down at where our foot is going. We always want to kind of watch our feet, especially when we're walking. We're used to that. Give me 3 more here. Pulling nice and long and straight. Again, try to avoid hyperextending at the knee. And 2, exhale. And 1 more. We're going to pull it back here, and I want you to hold it back. And then give me 5 lift and lowers. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. 3, 2, try not to move the carriage. 1. Now 5 tiny baby circles, like the size of a tennis ball. I mean, they're really small. The carriage should hardly move. 3, keep the foot flexed. 2 and 1. Now you're going to reverse it. Keep it small. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the leg is going to sweep forward. You're going to hold tension, feeling a little bit of a stretch, but a lot in that upper outer glute. Pulses. 5, up an inch, down an inch. 4, 3, don't move the carriage. 2, stabilize, and 1. Now circles again, small. These are going to feel a little more like ovals, but the carriage will move a little bit more as you pull down, around, and up. 2 and 1. Whoo, starting to feel that burn. Reversing. 5, 4, 3, you got this. 2 and 1. I want you to bend your top knee in. You're going to angle your knee up towards the ceiling so you can reach for the strap, and then go ahead and kind of pull the foot over your bottom leg if you need more room. If your hip is feeling really tight, that glute should be kind of stinging a little bit in this stretch where we were just working. You can slide your bottom knee down to give you a little bit more space. Hang on to the rope or strap here, and then I like to gently press the top knee up. Just helps get into that hip a little bit more and release the tension that we just built within the pulses and circles and pulls. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. All right, from here, we're gonna keep the foot in the strap, so it's a little awkward to transition. So go ahead and press down for me. I want you to take your top hand on your shoulder block. You're gonna gently make your way on up to your bottom elbow here. Just gonna drop the ball out of the way into the well. We don't need it for the next sequence. We're gonna maneuver ourselves to all 4s here. So taking your hands on the mat, it's not a graceful transition here, but you're gonna pull yourself up to a tabletop position. I'm gonna make sure those feet are hooked right over the front edge of the mat, and then go ahead and take your hands down to the back edge of the mat or your reformer. If you feel more comfortable propped up like this on your shoulder blocks, that's an option as well. I like to be a little bit lower. Now we want to make sure that we're holding this strong 4-point position, so avoid hanging into the belly or arching the back, and avoid rounding or tucking the pelvis. We want to hold our transverse abdominal connection, imagining as if there were a bar or a board lined up from our tailbone to our head. Take a big breath in here. On your exhale, strong and steady, you're going to push through that left leg and send it straight back. Now do your best to avoid rocking over to the right, and then bend back in, tap the toes, tap the knee back down on the mat, but try not to completely rest it. So just tap and press. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, tap and press. Now keep the toes pointed straight down. You're charging your heel behind you. Avoid externally rotating. We'll go there eventually, but we want to try to stay squared up here for 5 And exhale, 4. We should feel a lot through that left oblique with the squareness of the hips. 3 and 2. Last one, we're gonna send it back here and hold. Now we can externally rotate that left leg, and we're gonna go to knee to elbow, finding those obliques again. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, press away. Exhale, squeeze, armpit to hip. Inhale, bring it out. Put more pressure in that left hand. So again, you're avoiding squeezing and leaning off to the right side. I want you to focus on that left side, and we are here for 5. Exhale. Exhale. Exhale, 2. And exhale, last one. Send it back long, square up and lower your left knee back on the mat for me. Toes stay wrapped around the front edge. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna reach back with your left hand. You're gonna grab around the outside of the strap so you can keep your loop clear, and then re-hook those left toes, and then slowly close the carriage. Okay? Now your hand is gonna stay right around the outside of the strap, about halfway down, working on a little bit of tricep and arm pulling into our back. So take your arm outside the reformer just slightly, squaring up, holding that strong 4-point position. Exhale, give me a pull, and inhale, resist. Exhale, pull, or just really firing up that left side. Exhale, pull, roll your shoulder back, lead with your pinky finger. Try not to lock out the elbow, really work into the muscles versus the joints. Last one, give me a pull back, and we hold it there. Now bend and straighten for 8 tricep extensions. Bend and straighten. And we're here for 6. Woo! Feeling that burn. 5, you got this here. Come on, big press. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Straight arm, reach it back and slowly lower it down. Woo! Hang the strap up there. I'm gonna do a brief little core segment here. Oh, your knees and feet are gonna actually stay right where they are. It's your hands that are gonna move to the side rails of your reformer. I'm gonna walk those hands forward. So your knees might slide forward a little bit. You're just gonna adjust the toes. So right around the tops of the toenails to the front edge of the mat. I'm gonna lean those hips out so you're lining up your shoulders with your wrists. The goal is to not move the shoulders forward or back. Once you've got those shoulders in position, they are set. You're gonna slightly tuck your butt under so you're not in that arched position. So find a slight pelvic tilt here. Take a deep breath in. Now hold that slight tuck. You should already feel those lower abs. Now exhale, pull your knees underneath you. Inhale, send the knees back. The thighs might lightly tap the shoulder blocks. Stay in that tuck. Exhale, knees come under. Inhale, knees go back. Exhale. A lot of shoulder stability here, but a ton of low abs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We have got 4. Keep the neck long. Pull those shoulders back like you're trying to pull the reformer out from underneath you. 2. Beautiful job. And last one. Send those knees back. Go ahead and send your hips back once the carriage is closed, and meet me in a nice child's pose, stretching here. Ooh. Open your knees as wide as you need to create space for the belly, and go ahead and just release down. Great job, you guys. Press up to all 4s here. We've got 1 more sequence of movements before we change sides. So go ahead and step your left foot into the headrest. Now we want to slide the right knee slightly forward so the toes can actually curl onto the edge of the mat. All right, so we've got 2 options here. You can use the resistance of the springs and the straps, which is going to add a lot of balance and instability. If you feel that you're already struggling with your balance, with your belly throwing off your center of gravity, I would recommend grabbing your hand weights. Just to give you an idea of where we're going, so what you know what to expect is we're gonna be doing some bicep curls here. We're gonna be going up into a lunge position, and then we're gonna combine it together. So option 1, is to grab your straps, and you can start here and see what it feels like, and if you're just way too wobbly, go ahead and then set those straps down and grab those weights, okay? Getting a little bit of upper body work here as well. Palms up, belly in. Deep inhale to prepare. On your exhale, give me that bicep curl. Inhale, those arms come forward. So just to note, we haven't changed the springs since we are on that one blue and half springs. If you're like, this is way too light and you want to go heavier, by all means, feel free. Exhale, curling in. Inhale to open. 2 more. Exhale, curling in. Pull those shoulders down and into your back. Inhale to open. 1 more time. Exhale, curl, and inhale to open. We are going to hold those arms out. The goal is to not move the carriage here, just getting our legs to prepare for that lunge and lift. And if we need to make any adjustments, maybe you need to step your back foot in, adjusting your toes at any point, making sure you feel strong and steady. We're going to lower down on the inhale and come up on the exhale. Give me 3 more of those. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Legs should be lighting up. 1 more time. Meet me up at the top. We hold. Lift the belly. Squeeze the booty. Give me those 5 bicep curls at the top. Try not to let your elbows drop. Keep those arms up. Shoulders should be feeling taxed. Exhale, curl. Balance is challenged. You're here with the straps or with the weights. Final 3 and 2. Beautiful job. 1 more curl. Inhale, those arms come forward. Softly begin to close the carriage and lower the knees down and hang your straps up. Woo! Great job, you guys. Beautiful work. We are gonna be moving to the other side. So first you're starting with your foot bar positioned upright. We are on 1.5 springs, so that's a red and a blue for me. This is a great opportunity to grab a quick drink of water. Know that lunge sequence definitely got my heart rate skyrocketing. I realize I'll be facing away from you, and you can hopefully move your camera around so you're not facing away from me and you can still see the screen here. So again, we're starting on our right side now. So you're propped up on your left, knees are curling into position, just getting that nice solid setup. Now go ahead and position your right foot on the foot bar parallel. Chin up, eyes up, everything is nice and long and lifted. Go ahead and begin those presses. Exhale out, inhale to close. Exhale to press, inhale to close. Exhale to press, inhale to close. Exhale. Keep everything lifted, driving down and through that headrest with the elbow so you're not sinking into your shoulder. We're here for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1 more. We add the pulses. Come in halfway, tiny little pulses. Out an inch, in an inch. Out an inch, in an inch. 8. Squeeze that upper outer glute. 7, 6. Eyes forward, chin up, eyes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way out, halfway in for 10. Second side goes a little quicker because we know what we're doing and I don't have to explain the setup quite as much. Again, just focus on squeezing into the glutes and not locking out into the joint. It's that tendency to want to push too far and feel the springs kind of jolt or jerk. We want to control it in both directions. Halfway in, all the way out. Last 4, push down, grow tall. 3, 2, and 1 more. All the way in with the carriage. Adjusting your foot position, you're gonna go external rotation. Knee opens up, toe opens up. We got full range. Out and in. Out and in. Exhale, press. Focus on your outer glute. If you need to even take your hand there, kind of grab your own booty to make sure that it's working. Go ahead and do that. It's okay. It's your own butt. Grab it, squeeze it, work it. 3, 2, and 1 more. All the way out, and then halfway in for those 10 little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way out, halfway in. 10. Ooh, that shoulder's getting tired. 9, 8. Press that knee up and back. 7. Squeeze that glute. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's it. Last one. And carriage closes. Come on up, swing your legs to the side so we can adjust our foot bar and springs. Again, we're going to that half spring. So that's 1 blue for me. Foot bar comes out of the way now so we don't kick it. Grabbing my small ball for pillow, resting down, sliding on to the left side here, finding that nice comfortable setup, allowing my head to completely relax into the ball. Knees are gonna curl up. You're gonna grab your strap in your large loop. Go ahead and press that arm forward. Pull your shoulder out of your ear so you feel your retraction down and through the side of your lat, and then go ahead and start those straight arm pulls. Watch that rope, so slightly bring your hand in front of your hip versus behind your hip, and then try not to lose tension at the top, so that way we can keep the neck long and the shoulder out of the ear. Now again, you've got that option to stay here in fetal position, or if you want that extra challenge by extending out through that top leg and holding it into a constant hover there. Good. Keeping everything stacked up now. Try not to rock forward or back. Just holding this nice long alignment. Let's go 2 more straight arm pulls up and down. On the next one, you pull down, you're going to hold, and we're going to go straight out in front of the chest. Inhale and exhale. Focus on drawing the hand back from your powerhouse. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're here for 4. Yes. Pull the abs into the back just like the arm is drawing into the back. 2. And 1 more. We hold that arm back. Externally rotate. Thumb goes up. This is your tricep press. Elbow stays tugged into the side of the body. That top leg's extended and it's slightly dropped. Need a little reminder myself to lift it back up there. Bend and press. Bend and press. Last 2 and press. So much harder than it looks when we hold that external rotation. Press. Pull your top knee in. We're going to hook that large loop over the top foot, a little closer to the heel, then the ball bone of the foot, sending the top leg out nice and straight. Woo! Already feeling a little fatigued on this side. Second side, always a little bit harder than the first side. Already had to work on a lot of stabilizing on the first side. Well, when you're ready, inhale, bring the top leg forward. Exhale, pull the top leg back. Inhale to come forward. Feeling a little hamstring stretch, and then work that strong leg muscle as you pull back from the crease of the seat. Try not to let the heel go higher than the hip. Try to keep everything level. Think leg parallel with the floor. And 4. And 3. 2. Exhale. That's it. 1 more time. Exhale, pulling back. Now we go into those pulses. Up an inch, down an inch, holding the carriage still. Just 5. Last one. Now we got small, tiny circles, like tennis ball size. So they're baby, baby circles. Again, 5 each direction. 2. And 1 more. Give me 5 in reverse. Last one. Beautiful job. We swing the leg forward. 90 bend here. Okay, now pulses. Up an inch, down an inch. Just 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Small baby circles, tennis ball size. 4, 3. Oh my gosh, it's burning. 2 and 1. Oh, 5 in reverse. Almost there. 5. Come on. 4. Keep them small. 3. Keep them controlled. 2. And last one. Bend that top knee up. Grab your strap. Slide your bottom knee down if you need to create more space to try to get that top heel over the bottom thigh. And then if you want to press the top knee away with your top arm, holding onto the rope and the strap with the bottom arm, enjoying that stretch. through the piriformis, through the hip, through the QL. Oh my goodness, it stings. Beautiful job. All right, moving in to our 4-point position. So again, a little awkward transition. I like to stack the knees up, push the top hand into the shoulder block, pull the bottom elbow under, get the ball out of the way because we're done with it. And you're gonna press yourself up, swivel your way onto your hands and your knees, get your strap and rope out of the way, adjusting anything that needs adjusting as you curl those toes over the top edge of the mat. Hands wrapping around the back edge of the mat or on top of the shoulder block is that option here again. Everything stays squared up. We want those shoulders to stay over wrists, hips over knees, and making sure that we're not leaning to the left now. A little more pressure underneath the right hand as we go into those straight leg kickbacks. Deep inhale and exhale. Press your heel behind you. Keep the toes down, keep the hips square so we're not externally rotating. That's coming next. We're going there, yes, but not yet. Exhale. Inhale, tapping the toe down, back to the front edge of the reformer, tapping the knee down, trying not to take a complete rest there. Just a tap so the body stays active in both directions. Final 4. Neck is long. 3. Square that right hip. We should feel that oblique. 2. Straight leg back. Hold it. Now we externally rotate and we go into those oblique squeezes. Knee to elbow. Exhale. Press away. Press away. Exhale. Squeeze. Hip to pip. Press away. 4. 3. You're doing great. 2. Beautiful job. Last one. Send it back, square it up, lower right knee and toes down, and we are going to take the strap off your foot. So go ahead and grab around the outside of the strap with your hand, slip the loop off the foot and rehook the toe, and then lower that right arm slightly down outside the reformer. Make sure that you're in the middle of your strap here. Make any adjustments. We go to that straight arm pull back. Try not to lock out that left elbow, so keep that soft bend. Pull those shoulders back, breath in to prepare. Exhale with the straight arm pull. Here's 5. Exhale, straight arm pull. If you've got too much tension, just slide your hand down the strap a little bit. Lead with that pinky finger. Roll the shoulder into the back. Keep the chest open. One more time. Pull it, hold it, bend the elbow. 8 tricep extensions. Press away. Press away. Pull the navel up to the backbone. Keep it square. Here's 4 and 3. Beautiful. 2. You got this. Big straight arm press on 1 and lowering it down. Close the carriage. Wowzers. All right, we've got that ab sequence here with those knee tucks. So take your hands out to the side rails. Adjust your footing, adjust your knees here. Pull those shoulders over the wrists, softly bend those elbows. Give me a little tuck of the tail here so you already feel the lower ab connection. Neck long, spine long, breath in. Exhale, knees pull under for 8. Inhale, send the knees back. Exhale, knees tuck under, 7. Inhale, send it back. Work it in both directions. That's the beautiful thing about spring tension is that you keep those muscles under constant tension. There's no help from gravity. We want to avoid any jolting, jerking, or bumper banging, as I like to call it. Last 3 and 2. 1 more and exhale. Inhale, send it back till the carriage closes and send those hips all the way back to the heels. Open your knees a little wider, creating more space for that belly, and then let your head, neck, and shoulders release here for 3 breaths in your child's pose. Rise it on up. We got our lunge sequence to finish here. So right foot comes forward. Left toes are gonna adjust, tucking underneath the mat. Again, you've got the option working with the strap resistance or the weight resistance. So find what option suits you best. You're gonna stack those shoulders over your hips, squeeze your back glute, externally rotate. So you wanna keep the crease of the elbow shining up towards the sky. Inhale to prepare, exhale, curl. Keep those elbows high and lifted, but make sure those shoulders don't shrug up to the ears. Again, just a light tap as the carriage closes, so you're working that spring tension in both directions again. One more time. And those arms go out. Now we're gonna come into our lunge without moving the carriage. So go ahead and push down, rise up. I always need to make a little adjustment here. Good, making sure everything's nice and square. And then we take it down again. Tap the back knee and exhale, rise. Now doing your best not to let those arms lift or lower. Keep the arms straight out, trying to keep tension in those straps so you don't lose that tension and create slack. Last two, and one more. Meet me up at the top on that exhale. Breath in to prepare. 5 curls in the high lunge. Keep those elbows lifted. Exhale, tummy in strong, really challenging our balance and stability. Last 2, and one more. Arms go out until the carriage closes. Softly lower the back knee down, 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 and hang those straps up. Great job, you guys. We made it. Again, if you need to grab a quick drink of water here, heart rate really got up on that last set. All right, we've got a little ease lunge to stretch it out here. So go ahead and take your foot bar up. I'm gonna stay on the half spring, the light blue. If you want to adjust to something a little heavier, go ahead and go to a full spring if you'd like. Let's start on the right side of your reformer, right foot on the floor, left knee and foot to shoulder pad here. We're gonna start with the hip flexor stretch on the left side. So I want you to keep about a 90-degree bend in your right side. Chest is up, arms are straight. Squeeze your back glute, and you should really feel this opening up through the front of the right hip. So much extra pressure in the belly here, pulling everything forward. So it's very natural for our hip flexors to tighten up during pregnancy, and that can cause some extra lower back discomfort. So just hang out here. Again, don't overstretch anything. We don't need to press too far, just until we feel a nice gentle stretch. Now we're gonna drop the chest down a little bit, and you're gonna bend your elbows, and you can even take your forearms or elbows onto the foot bar like so. Bring your head down, and then go ahead and press through your right leg. So you're gonna ease out of the hip flexor stretch on the left a little bit. You're gonna feel a little bit more right hamstring. Now I like to even lift the right toes up, really feel that energy into the back of the right leg. And we're here for 5, 4, also getting a little bit through the shoulders, which is nice. 3, 2, and 1. Gently glide the carriage in. Resetting at the top, close all the way. We're gonna do a little arm reach. So I want you to come back into that hip flexor stretch, that 90-degree bend where we started on the right side. Now inhale, the left arm's gonna come up, and then exhale, lean over to the right. And again, we'll hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just some nice lateral movement through our torso, creating some space for the baby. Let's step off and let's repeat that on the other side. So just go ahead and walk to the left side of your reformer. Left foot will be on the floor, right knee to the mat and shoulder block. We'll start with that hip flexor stretch here. Keeping the left knee over the ankle, slightly forward, chest up, straight arms. Squeeze your right glute a little bit. Feel like you're trying to pull up with the right hip bone, so we're not just dropping down there. Feeling the length through the front of the thigh, even down into the quad a little bit. If you're tight there like I am. Good, now when we're ready to add that extra little stretch to the hamstring, we're gonna ease out of the hip flexor stretch by extending through the left knee, straightening the leg as much as we can, and then go ahead and come down to those forearms, elbows there. Bringing your head down brings you into that extra little shoulder stretch. Light on the left toes, and here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and reset, walking the hands up to the foot bar. The carriage will gently glide all the way in. I'm gonna have you press it back out again, sink down into that lunge, hold it there. Now, right arm is gonna come up, and we're gonna take that lateral side reach to the left. Keep pushing back with the right and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down. Carriage is gonna glide all the way in. Go ahead and step off to the side. We're gonna finish with just a little roll down here, standing up nice and tall. Have you meet me in a Pilates position. Go ahead and zip through the front of the belly, squeeze through the back of the body. Give me a big breath in. Reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Let's go ahead and roll the spine down, feeling that length through the back of the body while keeping the lift in the belly, slowly stacking the spine all the way back up. Putting that one last opportunity to lengthen at the top, overhead, lift the navel, squeeze the booty, and exhale, take those hands down to your sides. Great job, you guys. Wonderful workout. Again, really heavily focused on the legs, but as always, you know this is Pilates. We don't leave anything untouched, especially the core. Thank you for joining me for Prenatal Pilates on the Reformer.